Hi viewer, welcome. Thank you for finding my channel. This is Gemela del Toro Tarot. I do astrology and tarot, letting the events of the zodiac guide my readings. Not all messages will resonate for every person, so leave what doesn't resonate now, but keep it in mind because it might make sense at a later time. You're all in different points in your timelines. I hope everyone's well. Thank you for returning, and hello if you're new. Cancer. I'm giving you a bonus reading. I wasn't totally pleased with how your pick a card turned out, so I wanted to do a bonus reading for you and to get some lucidity on the themes that came up. There aren't any planets or placements active in your sign right now, and your ruler, the moon, is in Gemini until the 13th. Well, so tomorrow, depending on when this uploads. Then it will come home into your sign for a couple of days, and I think I covered that in the pick a card video, so we'll just dive right into the tarot and let's talk about it. Okay? So I dropped the first light tarot and you got healing, the Empress, and the Star. You got the past, diversity, and messages. For healing, it has Chiron energy. I forgot to check where Chiron is right now. So hang on, let me go check and I'll be right back. I paused at 131. So Chiron right now is in Aries and he's sandwiched between Venus, the North Node, Mercury retrograde, and the Sun. They're all in a line and Chiron is right stack in the middle. So Chiron energy is healing in service to others. Actually, that's kind of very Virgo energy too, because Virgo is very much inclined to process things as a service, like to others, being of service. Chiron's story is he was a centaur, but he wasn't a born, well, he was born, but he wasn't of the centaur race. There was a race of centaurs, and then Chiron was like an aberration. He was born of one of Zeus's affairs. I think it was when he took the form of a bull or a horse and he knocked up some poor girl, some nymph, and she gave birth to this half man, half horse. So he was a centaur, but not of the race of centaurs. So right there was a wounding because he was created in a form that the others in that form would not accept him. Okay? That was the first of his wounds. Second of his woundings was when his mother abandoned him because he was a freak show. Okay? That was the second. That's the abandonment wounding. And the third one was he was a teacher, so because he wasn't a brute like the other centaurs were, he was fostered by Apollo and Artemis, so he was learned and he was, well-rounded for the time period, music, healing, teaching, astronomy, all the philosophies. He was a teacher, and he taught a lot of the heroes at the time. One of them being Hercules or Heracles, depending. He, I believe they were. I believe Hercules was visiting Chiron, and the other centaurs came around to see what the party was all about, right? And they wanted the best wine, which was a gift. So the other centaurs, they got completely drunk and a ruckus ensued, okay? Chiron and Hercules had to fight with this group of centaurs. And in the fray, Hercules used some of the arrows that were gifted to him by another god, but they had been dipped in poison. And inadvertently, he shot his teacher. And so Chiron had a wounding from a magically poisoned arrow, so he would never heal, but he was an immortal, so he could never die. So it was constant agony. The way he got out of it was in his misery. He struck a deal with the gods that he would take over I believe it was Prometheus's punishment. Prometheus was the god that brought fire to humans and set off um, a huge evolution in human development. And that was against what the gods wanted, so they punished him. They chained him to a rock, and every evening an eagle would eat his liver. Was it the eagle or was it the poison? No, that can't remember who that was. Maybe it was the poison. There was one god who was chained up and like poison would drip on him, and his wife would sit there with a bowl and she'd catch the poison so he'd have some relief. But then when she'd have to empty it, he'd get, that poison dripped on him and suffer. So it was either that or Prometheus with the eagle eating his liver or whatever. Chiron chose to substitute himself into that other person's punishment, and through that sacrifice, he released them both. So that was the only way he could get relief. And then they put him in the sky as Sagittarius, I believe. Sagittarius, or there is another centaur up there, which could be Chiron. Anyways, the point of Chiron's energy in our chart is to show us where there is a wounding that we did not give ourselves, that seems to never heal, but that we cannot release. Okay? And the way we fix that in ourselves is by healing other people that have the same problem. So right now Chiron is in Aries, and there's a group now. There was a group in the 90s and then a group in the 70s, so it seems like it cycles every 20 years or so through the signs. I'm part of the group that's from the 70s, born with Chiron in Aries, like right now. That is a wounding in self-confidence, self-esteem, and self-defense. Like, you just feel like a doormat sometimes, and you can't stand up for yourself, and you talk down to yourself and think badly of yourself. And it's in order to heal that in ourselves, we need to heal that in other people. Now, it doesn't always work because everyone has free will, everyone has a different path, and everyone has a different chart. But for us, putting in that effort feels like that should help our own healing, and sometimes it really doesn't. Um, so this is healing of the conscious and the unconscious, service to others, Chiron energy, chakra healing, meditate, and prayer. So it's suggesting like sleep meditations for chakra cleansing. Do those. You can put them on your headphones. There, you can choose 1 hour or 8 hour, and you can just, let that work in your brain. The next card you dropped was the Empress, development, growth, abundance, and productivity. This is Venus energy. It doesn't designate it on the cards because the first light tarots are a little different, but it's Venus energy, which is Taurus and Libra. So we've got Chiron here, we've got Taurus and Libra. The next card you dropped was a star, that's Aquarius energy. Growth, abundance, and productivity. So there's some kind of healing here. Underneath that, you got the past. So that's how I lined them up. You've got healing over the past. You've got the Empress over diversity and integration. And you've got the star, which is potential. Wishes are now possible. Success and happy endings. Right over messages. So that'll be interesting. We're going to go ahead to the fairies and see what they want to say. Fairies, everything's pre-shuffled. I shuffle off camera because it's loud. Fairies, please clarify this healing. Chakra, meditate, prayer, healing conscious and unconscious, and service to others. What is this healing that needs to take place? Fairies, what is Cancer collective healing? Chiron and Aries, so this could be, this is the Lady of the Harvest. Oh, like kind of like Empress energy. Completion. Yeah. Accepting change, release, and rest. Okay, so there was healing from a cycle that's ended. Okay? This is rest and like the harvest time in fall when you bring in the crop and then you take stock of what you have to make sure that it's enough for the winter, and you celebrate your harvest, you share with others, you squirrel away for hard times coming, and more importantly, the harvest is like a celebration time. Okay. um so there's like the ending of a cycle of growth, and now you're in healing. That's what I'm getting so far. The ending of a cycle of growth, and now you're healing and sharing that bounty with others to help their healing. So please clear. Oh, dang. Do I take it to the Empress? Yes, I do, because it's Mother God. There's a lot of moon energy again, a lot of feminine energy. This is Mother God proper. This is like, touched by a blessing. It is comfort, nurturing. Oh, see, moon energy. That's you, Cancer. Comfort, nurturing, grace, a receptacle of growth, pregnancy again, and receiving. So growth and abundance, productivity, receiving. This is Cancer energy because it's the moon, it's the Mother God. This is ending of ending of cycles of growth and harvesting that and healing. Let's see the star potential, please. Happiness, success, and promising beginnings. What is the star energy? Dormant opportunity also. Wishes now possible. Please clarify the star. The star is also healing energy, but it's more of a looking towards a dream, an abundant, successful, happy ending of a dream or wish upon a star. Please clarify the star potential for Cancer. What was this? The Master Maker, the Magician. Yeah, manifesting. Skill, creative problem solving, traditional principles. That's moon energy too. My goodness. The card says moon energy, but the Magician, like it's different from the Rider-Waite. My goodness, Cancer. Even though your sign is empty, you are on fire. You're like, maybe it was the eclipse, because after that, the portal of energy right now is different groups of people are just hitting it. They're coming online. They're coming into realizing what they want to change. They're realizing where their destiny is. They're realizing things that they may have kept down in their emotions all this time that are alive and well. I mean, you are coming online with this fertility. I hope that music isn't too loud. Let's go to the past, please, fairies. What happened in the past underneath this healing and completion of cycles? Lady of the Harvest, please clarify on top of healing. This could be healing fertility issues. This could be healing fertility issues. This could be healing, this could be healing like injury or woundings or things like between you and your mother, or just that part of yourself that's kind of struggles with being a nurturing person. I don't know why that came out like that. Please clarify the past here underneath healing of this cycle of harvest. Like I said, this could be fertility issues. Please clarify the past. Oh, Flaff the Fluter. I haven't seen this one in a long time. This is Earth Energy. Feet on the ground. This is a test. Being real, earthing, grounding, come back down to earth. Okay. Um, oh, okay. So in the past, I feel like there was just this energy of very, hmm, let me meditate on that because they're showing me something, but I can't quite get the words to what they're showing me yet. I feel like some in the collective, if this is a fertility issue, some in the collective were told, like, let it go, like, come back down to reality. This is a test, yeah. Hang on a second. Okay, I paused at 1606, 1606. I had to pick different music. That siren music was beautiful, but it was very distracting. So I picked something a little calmer. I don't know if you can hear it. I hope it's not too loud. Okay. Yeah, there was something that you had to like come back down to earth about something in the past. Like there was a hard truth. I feel like it was a hard truth because putting your feet on the ground, yeah, it reconnects you to the earth. Here's the mother god here and the harvest here. But I feel like this is something that was grounding, um, not even emotionally or mentally. This was like something physical. Like you had to like come back down to earth about something. But on the other hand, this also could be just, they're showing me somebody put their feet on the ground barefoot, and it's like there's two feelings at work here. They're putting their feet on the ground to like breathe and meditate, and you may have done this in the like with the nice weather that's coming up now. Maybe you went outside and put your feet in the grass just to get centered and grounded. Okay, that's something you did in the past. This also feels like somebody putting their feet on the ground and their hands on their knees, and they're becoming determined about something. Like some uh, they got some earthly insight about something, and you put your feet on the ground and you're like, I'm going to do it. Like you're firm in something. The earth is firm. So when you put your feet on the ground, I feel like whoever this is in the collective just like became determined about something. This is a test. Um, I feel for you, Cancer, because you're so intuitive and emotional. This earthbound feeling is a test. That's the test for you. Um, let's see. Anything else before I go on? Come back down to earth. So yeah, that was in the past. You had to come back down to earth about something. It was about healing after a completion of a cycle. And I feel it's fertility because it was Lady of the Harvest. Oh, this could also be, since it's earth energy, something that you were investing in, putting hard work in, um, tending to, nurturing, helping it to grow. And that cycle is complete, and now you're like taking stock of what you grew, okay? But to, like I said, to be on healing, this feels like something fertility wise. I gotta call it like I see it. Please clarify this diversity. This is integration and blending. This could be blending of families. This could be like I don't know, like what do you do in fertility testing? They blend and integrate and right? Sperm and egg and things like that. But we'll get clarity on that. What is blending now? What is being integrated? What is this diversity in Cancer's energy, please? Oh, a little bit harder than that, please. Okay. Iris of the Rainbow. So this is recovery after a hard storm. This is recovery after the storm. Protect your seeds. Oh, see, Lady of the Harvest. Protect your seeds. Seeds could also be ovum and eggs in the womb. Release growth, hope, storm passing, peace, and recovering after a storm. After a storm? Yeah, after a storm. So this is Iris of the Rainbow. This is hope and healing and new beginnings after something really hard. Okay? Shineki. I can't show that card. But she's also holding the symbol for Mercury. That's Gemini energy. There's a little fairy here with a bow and arrow that's like shooting a rainbow arrow. And it's aiming to... Oh, I wish I could show... Let me try to show this with covering her boobies here. So down in the corner here, there's this little fairy. She's like an archer. That's very centaur energy. And she's shooting this arrow, which has a little rainbow on the tip. You can't really see it. But it's shooting this way towards this fairy that's balancing a bubble on her back. I mean, the symbolism in the fairies are very ethereal and ephemeral and very symbolic. To me, the bubbles in the fairy deck mean thoughts. It's like sword energy for me. It's thoughts and dreams and daydreaming and ideas and just, stuff like that. Very mental, very almost Piscean energy with the daydreaming and stuff. But she's about to have that bubble popped. There's a little cherub up here looking at the rainbow in her hand. She's holding Mercury. That's communication energy. Yeah. So this is like a message, which is interesting because messages falls right here. A message of hope after a hard storm coming through. And that's under integration. So you got to integrate what happened in the storm. It could have been something that, storms at the harvest time are sometimes very destructive because it decimates or hurts or bruises the crop that's about to be harvested. So this could be something where there was I'll say a hardship. They're giving me tragedy or disaster, but I don't feel like it was that much. It could have felt like that. But you're reintegrating hope. You're blending in that peace that's come after this stormy situation. So under messages, fairies, please. It said the card says have an open mind, which with the moon in Gemini, that might be that open mind and open heart energy. So please clarify messages for Cancer. Thank you. Oh, the feline. That's just like loose ends and nagging things that have to be addressed. Unkept promises, unfulfilled duties, loose ends, annoying details. Yeah. Unfinished business. Little things matter. Okay, so the message here is make sure that you've looked carefully at all the information. Now that's very Mercury retrograde energy. With Mercury retrograde right now and the moon in Gemini, Make sure that the information you are accepting, processing, integrating, holding your hopes on, make sure that there's nothing that you're missing, okay? It's the typical do your research. Make sure you look at the bills, make sure the car is up to date, make sure the pets go to the vet. There's something here that's like, but there's also here, there's some, with this message of unkept promises and unfulfilled duties, this could be something that's holding over from the previous cycle, even though you got through it and there's hope on the other side. You've got the star here, which is a happy ending and promising beginnings. You've got Mother God here, which is the blessing of the divine feminine energy. In the past, there was real grounding. You really had to pay attention to what you were doing in the 3D. You had to bring your hopes and dreams down to earth for a little while. That has passed, and you're going to find peace. However, with the feline here, it's like it's like a little reminder to make sure that all that stuff in the past is tied up and done, you know? There's little details that are annoying. So they're telling me that with the magician right above it, the master maker, the skill and manifestation, traditional principles, practice and improve. This is very grounding energy too, but this is moon energy. So this is emotional, creative problems. Yeah, just make sure that things from the past are taken care of, that nothing's going to come creeping back. Look at them creeping in out of the dark. Oh, you forgot about me, you know? So that's the message. Make sure that you, um, they told me dig out, make sure you dig out all of the nagging things that might be hidden. Okay? So we're going to go to the Easy Tarot and get some more clarification. When I use the First Light Tarot as the first layer, because it's all very cosmic related, it's all pictures from the Hubble, that to me is energy that's up in the 5D. It's cosmic, it's divine, it's like all major arcana to me, because that's energy that we don't really control, but it lays the foundation for what we're working on here in the 3D. Then when I lay the fairies occupy the fourth dimension, which is an energy above us, a vibration above us, but below the divine. Okay, so they're like an in between. They show what the energy from the divine looks like coming down towards us, but it's still kind of symbolic and ethereal because it's not quite in the 3D with us yet. So then when I lay the Easy Tarot and the Rider-Waite Tarot, that's 3D energy. That's what we're working with down here. So now we're going to come down to the 3D and we're going to get clarification on this Lady of the Harvest on healing. Like I said, I really feel like this is healing motherly issues, nurturing issues. Maybe this is with Chiron here, maybe this is healing things that our mothers said to us in the past, you know, things that were very hurtful from our mothers. This could also be, I don't see Saturn energy, but this could also be issues in becoming mothers or issues in being nurturing as mothers. So let's get clarification on healing this Lady of the Harvest energy, this motherly energy, please. Is it Virgo? It feels Virgo. Because Virgo rules like the harvest time in September and October. August and September, right? Yeah. So this feels very Virgo energy. And that's very motherly too. That's like Earth Goddess motherly. please clarify Lady of the Harvest on healing. It's celebratory though. What's this Lady of the Harvest on healing? Reaching the completion, release, and getting rest. Yeah, that's a cycle. But can you clarify this healing, please, for Cancer? We've got Knight of Wands. This is fire energy. This is Leo. I give the Knight to Leo. The moon is going to be in Leo in 6 days, I believe, right around the 18th. This is ego-centered healing. The completion of the cycle with the Knight of Wands. Oh, renewed fire, I heard. Renewed ambition. Renewed, what's the word? Energy. Renewed, you know what I mean? Oh my goodness. Okay, I paused at 3124, 3124. But I lost my train of thought. So we're gonna end with the feline, and there's loose ends that you need to look into. Details. Make sure details. There's Mercury retrograde. Go through everything with a fine-tooth comb. Okay. Oh yeah, Knight of Wands we dropped over here on the harvest, on healing. I heard renewed vigor. I heard renewed enthusiasm, renewed fire, renewed opportunity. And what was the opportunity? Dormant opportunity here on the star card. Wishes now possible. So there's renewed. So in this new cycle, remember we had Iris of the Rainbow, which means there was a closing of an old cycle. That was very hard. It was after a storm. We got the grounding card here. And then we've got the Knight of Wands coming in, which is new, invigorated energy and opportunity and ambition. Like, yeah. So please clarify Mother God on the Empress. Pregnancy, growth and abundance on the receptacle, with the receptacle of growth on top of it, contentment and nurturing. Please clarify Mother God on the Empress. Ten of Swords. Yeah, see, over the rainbow card, that is an ending of a very, very hard cycle. The swords are coming out, so clarity is coming. You've got the 3 birds, which means a message, and then you've got messages over here. So clarify, please, the Master Maker on the star. I feel like somebody is manifesting new potential, okay? Please clarify. Oh, the moon, but it came out reversed. I wonder if I want to keep it that way. The moon, again, that's your ruler, Cancer. You're showing up big time. And again, with the cycles, the moon reversed, though. So I'm going to keep, I usually don't read reversals in this deck, so I'm going to keep it upright. Well, I'll read it both ways. Because the moon energy, like I said, it has to do with tides and cycles and rhythms of waters, okay? And that can very much be fertility. It's also creativity. It's caring for the home and the people in it. It's very welcoming, comforting energy, okay? Feels like nesting. Do you know what nesting is? It's when you're a couple weeks out from giving birth, and then the woman just goes on a cleaning spree, everything has to be ready. Her body knows that birth is imminent. So she makes the environment ready for that, for receiving that. And what was the receiving with this Mother God energy? So if this isn't for fertility, there are, people in the collective who are past that age or absolutely don't want that. This is there. In fact, that demographic is growing. People who are like, I don't think so with the kids, and that's perfectly fine. But whatever is happening here, it's coming from way deep in the emotions, that there's something being manifested that's going to be very emotionally fulfilling. What did they just show me? Oh, somebody's manifesting a wish or the opportunity to go for a wish. And I heard back to basics, which actually goes along with the flap the floofer and the grounding energy. Back to basics, I heard, because I've got the Master Maker here, which is traditional principles, skill, and creative problem solving. So that's very kind of down to earth energy. But it's on top of the star, and it's between the star and the moon. So I feel like it's a back to basics kind of thing. I also heard search your feelings. I heard there's clues in what there's I heard there's clues in what would truly make you happy that maybe you don't share with other people because it's under the moon here, which is hidden in illusion. But it's also cycles. Whatever this cycling is, in order to bring in the opportunity for this wish fulfillment, it has something to do with down to earth kind of principles. Down to earth advice. It's formulaic, I heard. It's traditional in some way. So please clarify Flaf the Floofer, the grounding energy on the past. It's like it says be real, being real, like dealing with reality. Come back to the earth. Please clarify. Why is this a test? What was this test? Please clarify this. Oh, that's too many. Please clarify this. What is this? King of Wands. Oh, this is Aries. No, Sagittarius energy. I give it Sagittarius. Even though his throne has like horns on it and they're framing his head, so it kind of looks like he's Aries, and he's holding, what the heck is that symbol? It looks like a branding iron almost. I believe that's Venus. So this could be like Venus and Sagittarius energy. Okay, so Sagittarius is very expansive energy. He's like the traveling king. He's the wandering teacher. It's very Sagittarius. Okay, that's Centaur energy. That's what we're dealing with Chiron. So this could be like somebody having to deal with these very grounding emotions. But this is fire energy. Yeah, Sagittarius doesn't like to be grounded like that. He's a rolling stone. Papa got to keep it moving. That's Sagittarius energy. So I feel like in the past where there was supposed to be this grounding in reality, somebody kind of King of Wands did. So to me, Sagittarius just loves to learn. So they were just like threw themselves into learning everything they could about whatever this is they were trying to manifest. But Sagittarius also has to do with foreign people, foreign ideas, foreign languages, foreign stories, everything that could enrich you, you know? Because again, Chiron was a centaur, but he was a learned centaur. He did philosophy, music, languages, medicine. That's all the things that Sagittarius encompasses. So this again, I might go back to this Chiron energy. There's a deficiency here. And sometimes if we get, especially with Chiron and Aries right now, those of us that have that, sometimes we feel like our ideas get too lofty, too good, like we wouldn't deserve what we're dreaming of, you know? So we bring ourselves back down to earth. Like I have to um bring ourselves back down to earth, and we start thinking, I have to keep my head on straight. I have things in this life that I have to take care of. This could be this mother energy. I have kids to take care of. I was going to say, I have kids to pay and bills to take care of. And then this King of Wands is very wanderlust energy. Like, but I want this. I want to experience this. I want to know this. I want to see this for myself. I want to talk about it. Sagittarians are very communicative. They love to talk about what they've learned about and share that with other people. That was sitting here on the card from the past. So it feels like, yeah, there was maybe somebody was told that their ideas were too lofty and they had to come back down to earth with it. But it's still burning because that King of Fire, that's still that desire to. There's the wanderlust I was talking about. It could be mental wanderlust. It could be emotional wanderlust. Yeah, Sagittarians have wandering eyes, so it could be like somebody was looking at maybe other options. Clarify, please, Iris of the Rainbow on integration and diversity. That has very LGBTQIA plus allies. I hope I covered everybody. That has very, diversity from the rainbow, right? So let's see what this means, please. Please clarify. Hope after the storm on integration. Hope, integration after storm. Please clarify the hope. Is that the right question? Oh, okay. Queen of Pentacles. Very nice. Yeah, this is that grounding energy. We've gone from very ephemeral moon energy, very emotional and intuitive, and now we're down to this grounded Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles is Capricorn. She's the last queen before the Empress proper. She's been through all the other phases of being the other queens. She's got her money right. She's established. She's been around the block. She's very knowledgeable, very confident, and very. This is like bad bitch energy. This is boss babe energy. So integrate. Okay, I feel like there's a need to integrate. If these are two different people, you've got a King of Wands and a Queen of Pentacles. That's um, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, masculine, and Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, feminine. Not man and woman, not male and female. Gender ain't shit, okay? Gender's boobs and wieners. This is energy. So yeah, boss ass babe could be a man. And this fiery King of Wands, that could be a woman. And it has nothing to do with the sexuality, okay? It has to do with the energy. So there's got to be some kind of integration here. This Queen of Pentacles comes with hope, and this King of Wands comes with grounding in reality. This is a beautiful match, a beautiful match. Okay? She's established, strong, and stable. He is grounded, ambitious, and confident. Okay? This is all right on top of the integration card, diversity. This is like saying you need both sides of the masculine and feminine in order to create. Okay? Can we get on the feline on messages? What is the loose ends? Oh, I don't know about that. Let's get another layer. Loose ends, please, on messages. Loose ends on messages, please. Loose and feline, please, on messages. 65 goes to, okay, who's this? Justice. This is a Libra energy. This is karma. Ooh, we don't like that, do we? This is a balance in favor of something that had been out of balance before. I hope that made sense. The reason that it's karma is because when justice is dealt, it's dealt to who deserves it or what situation deserves it. Justice is blindfolded, which means she's not unbiased. That's why she's often given to Libra, because it's the scales of justice, and the scales is a machine. Libra is the only sign represented by a cold-hearted machine. You cannot. There's no bias in a machine. It's just your input, right? Loose ends. This could be something legal. Like there's something legal that needs to be tied up first. There's unkept promises, unfulfilled duties, loose ends, annoying details, and then bam, justice. So, I mean, it could be something legal. Could be a divorce, it could be a marriage, it could be things that are inhibiting that to happen. What's going on here? And we're gonna do one more layer. So they were showing me earlier when I was looking at this that there's a Knight of Wands here, very fiery energy. This is Leo energy, very ego-centered, very confident. But then again, it's also generous and protective. That's Leo energy. Then there was an ending to this Ten of Swords. And then the moon, which is a cycle, so it could have been like a month, or it could be that something they went inward after this. I feel like the spirit said they were hidden after this Ten of Swords. They hid. But when they came out of it, they were a king. Okay? And they could have become a king by going into their Queen of Pentacles energy, a very feminine, their nurturing side, and just like tending to those day-to-day affairs. So they increased their not their potential, they increased their holdings, you know. The Pentacles energy is assets and money and career and things like that. So it's like this knight came through this Ten of Swords and then hid away for a little while because they were dealing with deep emotions and getting back to basics. That's another thing. Getting back to basics and coming back down to the real world. And then after that, he became a king. So that was the hope after the storm, that actually after this Ten of Swords, he came through it a better person. More complex, more learned, knowledgeable, confident in that knowledge. Because Leo confidence is confidence without the experience, but Sagittarius confidence is confidence in the knowing. Like, it's confidence in gaining the experience. And this Queen of Pentacles is somebody that has protected that one pentacle so that it would grow. She went through the 9, she went through that abundance for herself. So this could have been this masculine energy starting over and recreating his own abundance by being in this Queen of Pentacles energy. That was the peace after the storm, this regrowth after a hard cycle, which is the Lady of the Harvest. Now, with these loose ends and justice here, it feels like karma's going to be evened out now. That the suffering that he came through is going to be not rewarded, but like balanced. It's going to be balanced out. And again, this could be something legal. I don't have the Hierophant, which is also very like contractual and legal, but that's mostly on a spiritual level, even though it does have to do with courts and stuff. So I don't have the Hierophant. So to me, this justice feels more like karmic justice, not necessarily court justice, you know. Excuse me. So now we're gonna go to the Tarot Familiars, the animal deck, and see if we can't get a little bit more. So please clarify the Knight of Wands, this renewed, confident energy on top of harvest and healing. Knight of Wands, Leo energy on top of harvest and healing. What is this? I'll take it. The star in the same row. This is the potential for wish fulfillment. I mean, this is beautiful. I'm not getting that this is a love thing, though. I'm getting that this is productivity because we've got the Empress. And the Empress is productivity and growth and like multiplying abundance. So because we have the Queen of Pentacles in the same row as the Empress, I feel like this is growth of physical well, I keep wanting to say assets. There's got to be a better word for that, but you guys know what I mean, right? But because this is on healing with Chiron here, it's like this could be giving back after after blessings, you know, like blessing other people with bits of your blessings. And when we had Master Makeover here, which felt like get back down to basics, one of the basics of humanity is just being generous, being kind, being helpful, things like that. So the star on here, it gives real, again, in the same row with the moon, though. This is Aquarius energy, so this could maybe manifest by Aquarius season, or this could have to do with an Aquarius. You might have Aquarius in your chart. If you have Aquarius in your chart, Cancer, then this is you pulling on that wonderful Aquarius energy. And it's like unconventional ideas in order to go towards your dreams, right? So there could be some opportunity here for you to use something unconventional that you learn about, even though in the same row you've got traditional principles. This could be something that you don't expect. So the card here has 3 cats looking at a shooting star. Shooting stars come out of nowhere. They're not like meteors we can track. Comets we can track. But meteorites, that's what shooting stars are, that we don't really keep track of because they're so small. But when you see them, it's like so rare. So there might be some kind of energy coming in that's like you gotta grab it when you see it. You gotta, like a wish, you gotta grab it when you see it. Okay? But the potential for this success and happy endings is here. Dormant opportunities, yeah, which is now possible. So please clarify the Ten of Swords on the Mother God on the Empress, end of a hard cycle for this feminine cycle here. Please clarify the Ten of Swords on the Empress on the Empress. Holy shit, I didn't even see that. Right down here on the Mother God card, right, you can't see it because it's written in red, but right down here it says Empress energy, and it landed right on the Empress. And then the Ten of Swords. Please clarify the Ten of Swords on the Empress. Ten of Swords on the Empress twice. Oh, this could be, 2 tries at this fertility. Oh, as the moon there, so this might be a success after all this trying. 4 of Pentacles reversed. I usually don't take reversals, but that was pretty adamant. So usually 4 of Pentacles is the miser, keeping things close because you don't have much and you don't want to lose what you have. And this is 4. And I had made this Observation in your other reading, when I saw the Two of Pentacles, it looked to me, especially because it was dealing with fertility, it looked to me like two ovaries. And when the ovaries release an egg, it goes one and then the other every other month. So it's like that back and forth cycling, just like with the moon energy. And we have Four of Pentacles here. So this could be like, if this is for fertility and you're doing the IVF, it could have been like maybe 4 embryos were fertilized. With it reversed, usually it feels like very restrictive energy. Like, I'm keeping what I've got. I don't want to lose what I have. But when it's reversed, that energy is open and flowing. So it's not being stingy. It's not being restrictive. It's not being miserly. It's being very generous. So there's a generosity energy after this Ten of Swords, which is wonderful. It could also mean that now that this cycle has ended, now this is outside of fertility. Now that this painful, stressful cycle of harvesting is ended, and we got the Star on top of that, so that's wish fulfillment. We have the miser who was, what did I just say about being generous, right? Well, the Four of Pentacles is the opposite of generous. It's very stingy, but reversed, that all opens up. So it's again a card of generosity and openness. Can we please clarify on the moon? The moon on the Magician on the Star. Holy crap, what's being magicked, manifested here? The moon. What was hidden about this? Tell me what was hidden about this. I feel like there was something hidden that had to do with skill and problem solving that was blocking the fulfillment of this potential. So please clarify what was hidden, preventing this clarity. Okay, Knight of Swords. Again, that's fast moving information. The Knight of Swords carries the sword of truth, and he's coming in hot like a comet. Holy crap, like a shooting star. That's how he comes in. Bam, he's there. The problem with the knights is that the knights don't stay. They're not kings. Kings are established. The knights come in with their energy and jumpstart a situation. Like the Knight of Cups will come in with an offer for a new love beginning. Like that would be the sorry. I got my candle burning and that really dries up my throat. The Knight of Cups comes in ready to start a relationship. The Knight of Wands comes in ready to start a new endeavor. The Knight of Swords comes in ready to start the conversation. Okay? So there might be something here. He is Knight of Swords. I give that to Libra, the middle child. Libra energy. Libra masculine energy is so sweet, though. They're so accepting of different opinions. They love talking. They're protective in their own way. They're playful and gracious and fair. It's good energy. Now that I say it, though, and I think about it, I don't know one Libra male. That's crazy. I don't know one Libra male. The few Libra women that I know are masculine because Libra's a masculine energy. But I don't know, I can't think of one Libra male that I've met. I don't know why I went. That's a tangent. Just to forget about that. But there could be a young Libra or other air sign. It could be anyone. It could be anyone with Libra in their chart. This could be you if you have Libra in your chart. Cancer. There is something coming forward quickly because the Knight of Swords is the fastest knight. The reason it's the fastest is because thoughts go faster than anything. Thought moves faster than anything. But with Mercury retrograde, the transmission of that information might be hindered. But he didn't come in reversed. So this is good, straightforward energy. But on top of the moon, Libra on Cancer. This feels like intellect along with emotion tapped in together. And that's what the Master Maker is going to use to problem solve this. Okay? Knight of Swords energy. Now we go to the King of Wands on the grounding. Back down to Earth card. Please clarify the King of Wands on being real. This is a test. What was this test that the King of Wands went through, please? What was the test that the King of Wands went through? Five of Wands. That's contention, isn't it? Yeah, that's arguing and bickering and people fighting their own corners, but fighting each other and fighting themselves, and everybody's getting hit with sticks. You know, that's what the card is like. Everyone's getting fucking hit with sticks. Everybody's getting some kind of, even in the crossfire, it's like when you're fighting someone else, somebody turns, it's like a bar fight where no matter who's fighting, everybody's fighting. That's how it feels. That was in the past. Okay. And okay, they told me that this bickering is what kept this king down to earth. Please clarify the Queen of Pentacles on the rainbow on integration. This is beautiful energy. Please clarify the Queen of Pentacles on the rainbow, peace and joy and recovery. That's what I get, recovery. Peace and recovery after the storm. I'm not going to take that. That's too many. Don't yell at me. Clarify the Queen of Pentacles, please. The Hermit. Virgo energy. We've got Virgo here with Chiron, service to others. Virgo energy. Okay, so this feminine, this Queen of Pentacles had to go inward. Well, okay, so Virgo goes inward to gain a higher perspective. That's what the Hermit does. The card is always this old man up on a hill with his lantern showing, but he's looking down at everything below him. He doesn't come down from that perch and interact. People go to him. Okay? Virgo is the opposite of Pisces, and Pisces is the Hanged Man card, where he willfully put himself into suspension so that he could go inward. That's the perspective. This is two different perspectives that they're talking about. The Hermit goes inward to gain a larger perspective, like to survey the whole kingdom, right? And the Hangman goes inward to gain inner perspective. This is outward perspective. This is getting a lay of the land. So I feel like now that she's integrated all this after the storm and come through with her pentacles intact, because we've got the 4 over here in generosity, and then we've got the Hermit. I think she's just taking me time, right? This feminine energy is just taking me time. But in the me time, she's doing 3D planning. Okay, that's what it feels like to me. Love this card. There's a cat in the window. There's a crescent moon in the sky. The candle is lit. I feel like candles in the window, even though they could be just very functional, it feels to me like a message, like you're flashing a message to someone. I'm still here in the window, right? And she's looking out the window, but all we see is her reflection. So yeah, she sees what she's looking at, but we only see her face. So this is somebody who's keeping that to themselves. Can you clarify justice on the feline on messages? Justice on the feline, please. Clarify justice on the feline. What are the nagging details here that need their karma? We got the Three of Cups was upright in the deck. Yeah, I'll take it. Three of Cups, that's friendly collaboration, right? This is, I always get like a third wheel kind of feeling with Three of Cups though, because it's the Two of Cups plus one, you know? And the card is always three people partying. I feel like third wheel kind of energy, you know? I know that's not what it means in this instance though. Or maybe it is. Because what is the loose end that needs to be tied up? What is the justice that needs to happen? It's the Three of Cups. That's the third wheel. So, I mean, this could be somebody who's got to tie up an old relationship in order to come forward. Meanwhile, the feminine is fertile as fuck. Watch out. Coming in like the Knight of Wands and the King of Wands, baby. Little ones. Someone's going to become a daddy. Wrap it if you don't want it. Oh, what was the message in the... Oh, I remember now. For the people who are like completely, I'm not having kids, I'm not ready to have kids, I gotta get my shit together. For the people who are not ready for kids, you might not be manifesting a pregnancy, but something might be manifesting you. Okay? I am not gonna go there. You really want me to say that? Somebody said baby trapped. Don't get baby trapped. Oh my God, feminines, you are fertile right now. Cancers, no, please, please listen to me. You're not gonna listen. I have cancers in my life. They don't fucking listen. Please be careful out there, okay? Please. And plus, it's spring. Everybody's gonna be horny coming out of winter. No, come on now. This is fertile times. Now, for the people who are not manifesting babies, this is wonderful energy for you to manifest dreams that you had. Maybe some people were telling you they were childish dreams. Who fucking cares? You can manifest the potential to make that happen, okay? You're clear now of whatever that Ten of Swords was. You've got, you've got the rainbow after the storm. You're going inward, you got your money, you got everything is in your mind, everything is set. I would wait until after Mercury retrograde because there's still the potential for communications to get mixed up, information to be wrong, gossip, misinformation, lies, straight outright lies. Okay? To your face. So give it a minute. Rest, because you just came through something. Rest. I feel like the stability is there. You might not be the richest coming out of this, but you're provided for. You're just this shy of comfortable. The bills are paid, but there's some worry there. You've got it together, but there is real abundance here. There's real potential here. What is that phrase? A pregnant moment. There's something that's being brought from excuse me. They're showing me a womb, like a pregnant woman, but she's not going to give birth to a baby. She's going to give birth to abundance and concepts and opportunity and things like that. It's kind of weird. but it's the same idea. Okay? So, let's do the themes. Let's do the themes. Let's get some themes out here. Everything's shuffled. Hello. Can we get some themes for Cancer? See, ladies is pimps too. This might not be, fertility and motherhood. This could be fertility and something else. Very creative fertility. Please clarify. Give us more. I'll take as many that will drop. Give us more for Cancer, please, in this time. Thank you. Cobwebs. Okay. You are protected from negative forces beyond your control. That might be the feline, even though that could be in your control. You just got to dig out those details. So the cobwebs. See? Oh, you can't see it. There. Something like that. It is you are protected from negative forces beyond your control. We've also got Saturn here, which came out in your pick a card as this is restrictive energy. There's deadlines here, work and tests. Another thing about tests. But it's also it's persistent and loyal and dedicated energy. So a few more for Cancer, please. A few more for Cancer. Keep your head up, Cancer. The energy's great. Just make sure you're planning and you're not getting ahead of yourself, okay? Money looks good. The masculine looks good. Salt protection, that came out last time too. And this one too. It's possible to commit no mistakes and still lose. That's not weakness, that's life. So even if that has to do with the fertility issue, it's possible to commit no mistakes and still not have that reward. Okay? That has nothing to do with you. That is not a weakness on you. That is not a failure on you. That is nothing to do with your deserving of your wish fulfillment or your readiness. It has nothing to do with that. It just sometimes we cannot control if the outcome is in our favor. Now, with that being said, cobwebs came out right above it. So even if there is something that it's possible to commit no mistakes and still lose, meaning there was something outside of your control, with the cobwebs here, it says you are protected from negative forces beyond your control. And to drop with the salt card, which means protection circle, you might want to take a salt bath. You might want to sprinkle salt around your home, burn some sage, get rid of the negative energy. It could be just like meditating within yourself to try to get rid of that negative energy from the disappointment of whatever cycle didn't go through last time. Let's get a couple more for Cancer, please. Let's get a couple more. And then we'll end it. I hope that resonated. I hope it was helpful. Donation information's in the description. I appreciate anything that might hit there. Give me a couple more and then we'll wrap this up. Okay, remember you are Earth. Oh, another grounding card. Ground, build, heal, provide. And it says steady. Steady. I heard from Star Wars. Hold steady. Hold steady. And then, I'm sorry, the last theme advice card is eat a taco. Just eat a taco. I want one more. Have a taco. The taco's winking at you, you know? That just means take a breather, take a break. You're in hermit energy already. Put your PJs on and order tacos and just be with you. Appreciate how far you've come. Appreciate the plans that you're making. Appreciate what you're doing in order to heal this Chiron energy in your Aries. This is beautiful. Okay, this is recovery that you're leading for yourself. So, eat a taco. We dropped 2. Let's see. I'll read that last. That's 18 and over. We've got the Nine of Diamonds, which to me is the Nine of Pentacles. So this is the little Empress. This is right below the Queen of Pentacles, which we have. It says, ha, these are fun. Here, I drew these. Be kind. I'm not an artist. Nine of Diamonds. One quote here is, oh, I think this is Nicki Minaj. Because we dope, girls, we flawless. We the poster girls for all this. Okay? It also says, you are a strong black woman who don't need no man. And the other one says, self-made prosperity, boss lady, abundant and stable and independent. Miss Independent. Look, everything is going to be okay. Oh, this last card. Remember what I was saying about somebody wants to make you a mama? Somebody wants to be a daddy? It said, always have a safe word. It's going to get nasty. It's going to get nasty out there with this King of Wands coming in, flopping his wand. Shh, don't. Kids, Malia, go to sleep. Okay, we're gonna end it there, Cancer. I hope this bonus reading was a little bit better than it. The pick a card got a little confusing at the end. I might have to adjust if I want to do that one big one at the end, because that kind of muddled things a little bit. But I hope this was clear. Thank you so much for coming back. Donation information is in the description, and I will be back a little later for a Libra reading. Okay? Thanks, everyone. Take care. Bye.